That didn't last long. Okay. So how can I help you today?
It was for relative dating. I kind of need
Yeah,
help for the determining time brackets for the big table
sure.
at the end.
Okay. So where are you so far with that problem? Have you put the events in the right order yet?
I'm not too sure if all of them are in the right order. I'm confident for like the majority, but
Why don't we go through it? Do
okay.
you want to share your screen?
Sure. Here we go. Share. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to open, I want to see the sketch at the same time. So I'm just going to open the lab that I've got here so I can look at it.
Okay.
Let's see. Relative dating. Here we go. I haven't created the key for this yet, so I'm gonna have to go through this a little bit slowly with you, but maybe that's a good thing.
Okay.
Okay, so okay. I need to put my glasses on too. Okay, so you've got formation of M, correct. Then you've got intrusion of granite, that's correct. Formation of the nonconformity, correct. Then CG, SSC, SLT. Oop, we're missing one. SHB. You're missing V.
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 Oh, you mean I
The
thought this
andesite.
was.
It was missing the V in, it's listed, it says formation of andesite in the lab, but it's missing the V. So that is missing in that sequence.
I'm confused.
So do you see,
So,
if you look just above the nonconformity on that cross section, you see CG, SSC, SLT, then V,
oh,
then
oh,
SHB, then LMB, then SSB.
oh,
Got
so
that?
the V is the
Yeah,
andesite unit.
it's a lava. Yeah, it was a lava that was
Oh, okay.
laid down. So you need to squeeze that in between those other two units.
Is it SLT, SHB?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was confused. I was like, oh, I don't see the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
andesite. I think I'm missing something.
So V, why don't you go ahead and reorder those, and I will just come up with a key real quick here.
Okay. All right.
Awesome, just perfect timing.
Thank you. I missed that. I was like, something's missing. I swear something's missing.
Okay. All right, so we have, all right. So let's, okay, so SSC, SLT, V, SHB, LMB, SSB, intrusion of the diorite, correct. Angular unconformity, yes. SSA, LMA, SHA, yep, it's all good.
I do have a question for unconformities and nonconformities. I kind of
Sure.
just chose to put nonconformity first since it was diagonal, but I'm
Right.
sure that I'm looking at it the wrong way. Or is that the
Um,
right way to look at it? and determine what it is.
Okay, so you have the dark squiggly line to help indicate that it's a different kind of contact,
Yeah.
right? So it's not just the regular contact between sedimentary units like CG and SSC, right?
Yeah.
So the squiggly line means not unconformity, and the kind of unconformity depends on the relationship between the rocks below and above. So you correctly deduce that the angular unconformity was the one that is above those units that have been tilted,
hmm
right?
Yeah, I
Um,
chose to put nonconformity first because M is a metamorphic rock.
correct.
Okay, I'm
So
just double
M is
checking.
like an ancient metamorphic rock that's been intruded by a granite.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
And then what the nonconformity represents is a missing period of time.
Oh,
So what it's saying that there's actually missing rock there. So if we dated the metamorphic rock and the granite and can see their one age, that CG comes too soon, that there's a gap in time.
okay. All right, that
Um,
makes sense.
there's another list below of when you're supposed to write this up in a paragraph, and there's a list below of considerations. So
Mhm.
let's go through those and make sure we've got those we understand those. So the age of the unit that's older than SSB. Okay, let's go look at SSB. Okay, well, do you see the labels on the side of the cross section that say Paleozoic and Cenozoic?
Yeah.
Uh, so have do you happen to have the geologic time scale next to you, or do you remember what the ages those units represent?
I have it. Just have to pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. Go ahead.
But I don't think you'll be able to see it on the screen
Oh, no,
since
it's
it's
okay.
on.
I don't need to see it. You need to see it.
Okay. All right, I see it.
Cool. Okay, so if you look across the top, if it's the same one from class, you look across the top, Paleozoic, remember, is the it's old life is what it represents.
Mhm.
And Cenozoic is the youngest life on Earth, is what the name actually means. We're missing the Mesozoic.
Oh.
Where does the Mesozoic happen?
Makes sense. In between Paleozoic and Cenozoic.
Yeah, so that angular unconformity is right where the Mesozoic should be.
Wow.
Right? So
Yeah.
what it's telling us is that everything before SSB happened, like all those layers were deposited, and then all the units were tilted, or
Mhm.
maybe, yeah, tilted. And then there's an erosional surface that forms that angular unconformity. And there was either no deposition of new rock or new sediment, or that it was eroded some way. So maybe there was
Yeah.
uplift and a bunch of erosion, just, with rivers and whatever.
Yeah.
Or it could be that that simply nothing was deposited. Or sometimes even like if there was a flood, you can actually erode the units beneath it. There's some erosion associated with those kinds of deposits. So yeah, there's a whole missing chunk of time.
Okay.
Um, and is that one of the questions? Let's see. So you've got,
Uh,
okay. So what it's asking about SSB, that's at the top of the Paleozoic.
yeah.
Um, and you haven't been given any more information than simply Paleozoic and Cenozoic. There are no other indications of time.
Yep.
So you're going to use you're going to reference the Paleozoic and the Cenozoic by saying the early Paleozoic, the middle Paleozoic, the late Paleozoic,
Oh, okay.
or the early Cenozoic, middle Cenozoic, late Cenozoic.
Okay, so that's what you put for the
That's what
time
you're
break.
going to use, right? So just broadly, you're going to place the units at the bottom in the oldest part of the Paleozoic,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then you can just guess. Like basically there's a progression. So you can pick some units that are probably in the middle and guess which ones you would include in the late Cenozoic.
Okay.
And notice I'm
Wait.
using the words early, middle, and late instead of lower, middle, and upper.
Mhm.
Because if we were just looking at this cross section, you would say, oh, the upper unit is the SSB. Well, you don't say upper Paleozoic because you're talking about time. So you say late Paleozoic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Um,
So that's so
go
basically
ahead.
all of these is just broad, like a broad like early, late, or middle.
Right.
Okay. Age of eating principle. I think I'm good for the principles.
Okay. The ones beneath, you mean?
Yeah, except for one.
Okay. Which one?
This one I got confused on, one of the maps. Um, so I had trouble determining which one was older, O or H. So I just
Which
chose
one was
H.
older than H?
If O was older than H, or if H was older than O.
What's H and O? I don't see those.
Oh, is it loading for you?
Um,
It's
those
other
letters.
map. Yeah,
You
sorry.
moved to a different one. I was still looking at the.
Yeah, sorry, my
Sorry, I
bad.
was still looking at the other one. Okay. All right. So what have we got going on? We're given no information about the kind of rock. Okay. So what does why did you put H younger than O? Explain that one.
Um, I'm not sure. That's why I needed help. I guess instinct. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks to me like H is below O because there's that squiggly line with the stars with the asterisks.
Mhm.
That indicate it looks like an erosional unconformity.
Okay.
And it looks like those two units were maybe tilted together.
Mhm.
So instead of a horizontal line, they're at some angle.
Okay.
And
So
and if you kind of restore them back to their original position, H would be below O.
okay. Yeah, because I was pretty confused. What do the asterisks mean,
Um,
or do they not matter that much?
well, I think I don't know. Did the asterisks come up anywhere else in your lab? Are they defined anywhere else?
Not in the maps. I can look over here, but there are no asterisks.
They're not there.
So I
Okay.
was wondering if it meant something in the
It meant
lecture, and I
something.
looked around, but
It doesn't mean anything that I am aware of. So I think it's calling attention to that unconformity.
okay.
I think it's saying there's something there and hey, look at this squiggly line. So there's a missing chunk of time between H and O.
All right. Could you double check my other one?
Yeah, this one you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
let's
the
look
other
at it.
ones I
Okay,
did
so
just in case.
H, O, all right, let me. Let me work it out first, and then I'll
Mhm.
say something. Oops, that's I. Okay. Okay, there's some events in here. I want to just mark the. No. Okay. Oops, I missed one there. Okay, I think I'm ready now. Okay, so H is at the bottom, then O, then B, L, J. Oh, I missed A. I'm glad you caught it. Correct. A comes first, J, then A, then F, then M, then D, G, N, E, I, C. Yep, that's good.
Sweet.
So
Just double
could you, I
checking.
mean, did you catch all all the unconformities in that? I mean, you clearly understood the intrusion relationships and you understood the fault relationships. So you've got the cross-cutting relationships down.
Yeah.
How many unconformities did you find?
Good question.
Well, just have a look and see where you see them.
Three, but I'm not too sure.
I think I count
Oh,
5.
4. The most I can see is 4.
Okay, where did tell me where you see them?
There's this erosion part, but I
Yep.
see in between D and G
Yep.
and G and N,
Yep.
and then in between C and K.
Yes.
I'm not
Wait,
sure where
how
else
did I
though.
get 5? Between C and K, so, oh, between H and O, did you get that one? H and O,
Yeah, that's 4.
between F, F, oh, between F and M. That, maybe, no,
F and F.
no, not, maybe not. No, it has to be. That's an angular unconformity between F and M, because after the fault happens, all those units were, oh no, the tilting came after. J. Moment while I think. Folding. And then. No, I think you're good. That was a bonus one that wasn't necessary.
Oh,
Yeah, 4 of them. That's
okay.
good. Yeah,
Do
you've
I have
got
to
these.
write that down somewhere or mark it?
No, it's not asked for.
All right.
I was just asking you because you're going to need to write about the last diagram that has a couple of unconformities, and I just want to make sure that you're
I can find
spotting
them.
them and everything. I mean, you wrote them down in the right order and everything.
All right.
Do you want to talk through the reasoning for those last elements before you write the paragraph?
Oh, which elements?
At
These
the
or?
very end, it says to write a short paragraph explaining your reasoning with the principles used for the numerical age brackets. And it says to consider the age of the unit that's older than SSB, the reasoning for this unit being the unit to use for the oldest time bracket. So,
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, because I don't really know how to explain the reasoning. It's just because
well,
it's.
I mean, they're asking about those principles of stratigraphy. So, like
Okay.
principle of superposition, where the oldest rocks are covered by younger rocks,
Mhm.
and original horizontality to explain the tilting that you notice, the cross-cutting relationships. So it says like the principle for, oh, it says that horizontal layers, younger on top, cross-cutting, fossils, unconformities, folding before faulting used. So it's asking you which of those are you using.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I
then
think I
you
might
need to
want to.
explain the missing time.
Yeah, missing time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just those, you're just, as long as you include all of those elements and you explain them, you should be good.
Okay.
And I'm happy to look at the others if you want.
Um, by the way, can we see any fossils on the, because it says fossils right here in the bracket, or in the parentheses.
Oh, I wonder if that's what those little squiggly things are in CG.
CG, let me take.
But it doesn't actually say that. Do others have recognizable fossils?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so, at least.
Okay. Then I wouldn't worry about the fossils.
Okay. I
I
also
think that's what those asterisks are, or something like that. Oh, I
okay.
see the asterisks again in another one
Oh,
that
really?
I think it's marking an unconformity. In number 4, the last one in 4, or right above 5. That one.
Oh, I see that.
No, sorry, not that one. That one right there. The asterisks.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's all it's doing. I don't know why it's not on every unconformity though.
So I don't have to. I don't have to mark anything, right? I'm just double checking because I didn't mark stuff before.
What do you mean marking like unconformities?
Yeah, or
No,
anything on the
as
maps.
long as you understand, it's just asking you the sequence.
Okay.
And just make sure you're answering all the questions. I just spotted a
Yeah.
question below, not that
Four.
one. It says, what's the likely parent sedimentary rock that metamorphosed into body C? And I don't think you're given any information to know how to do that.
That was another question. I forgot about it. I think it's this, referring to this map or
No,
diagram.
no. Go down.
Mhm.
Or sorry,
Up.
up. Is it up? Yeah, that one. That question is right there. Right above the bold type.
Hmm. Wait.
It says, what's the likely parent rock? So that symbol, the blocks that it's using, that represents kind of it does say C. Okay, let me just read the paragraph. It says, no sedimentary rocks here. Body C is a metamorphic slate, and A and B are igneous. So it's asking you what's the parent sedimentary rock that formed into body C. So it's saying, what do you metamorphose to get? What sedimentary rock do you metamorphose to get a slate? And we haven't done rocks yet.
Oh.
um, it's a shale. You need a shale in order to get to a slate. So like a mudstone. You could put mudstone, which would be simpler, but shale is the typical original rock for those.
Because I thought it was asking like to look at the diagram and see what like kind of.
No,
I was
it
like,
was
what?
asking something kind of sneaky. I didn't realize those are in there. I'm gonna have to put something on iLearn so everyone knows.
All right.
I'm not seeing other questions though.
Yeah, I haven't actually. What I mainly focused on, because I lost the lab like that I did, so I was just mainly focusing on the sequences.
Sure.
For now.
Yeah. So you completed the whole thing and then you lost your work?
Not everything, but I was pretty close to finishing it
Oh, shoot.
because my autosave was off, like at the top left.
And then you shut the document?
Yeah, I tried to exit out and it said save or don't save, but I clicked on the middle one, which was don't
Oh,
save,
man.
and then I was like, okay.
Oh, man.
Nice.
And you've got sketches in there for the unconformities. You've defined the unconformities.
Oh, I actually scanned those on my phone because I sketched them like on a
Oh,
sketchbook,
super. Okay, just
and
put
then
those in there. Yeah.
yeah, I
Make
paste
sure
those in.
you make sure you write out a definition though too, not just the sketch.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, good. Looks
Um,
like you did well on this one.
but-
Well, and I saw your score on the fossils was a lot better than the topo maps.
oh, really?
Yeah, those are all done now, by the way. I don't
Okay.
remember what it was exactly, but it was better. I think it was in the 80s.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Um, but yeah, I haven't. I mostly focused on like the diagrams and stuff instead of the
Yeah.
actual like questions.
Okay. Well, just take a few minutes and jot some things down for to answer those final questions before you submit, okay?
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Is
Want to
this
go
due at a
over
specific time today?
I usually say 11:59 p.m. just
Okay.
before midnight.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you can get it done today, fantastic.
Yeah, I'll try to get it done by today. I'm just checking what the deadline is for today specifically.
Sure.
Um,
What was I going to say? Do you need help getting Google Earth going?
yeah, I think so. Here, I'll stop the share.
Yeah, so if you have you downloaded Lab 5A?
I downloaded Google Earth and the 7 files.
Do 5A first though.
5A.
So 5A has 2 files, not 7. 5B has 7. So for
Oh, okay.
5A, there's a separate set of worksheets that just gets you oriented in Google Earth.
Mhm.
And then you need the geologic map of California and the topography add-in.
Okay. Download.
I just want to make sure that you're able to install Google Earth and get those files into Google Earth so that you can finish the lab. I mean,
Here
it's
I'll
not due
check
until
my.
next week, but because there's 2 parts, I don't want you to like wait until the last minute. I want you to get started on that first one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna extend the deadline for that actually. It's not gonna be next Friday.
Yeah, I heard it was the week after.
Yeah, I think I'll make it the week after. But
Um,
that's just because it's 2 parts. Yeah,
all right, so here's the um 5A Word doc, and then I downloaded
awesome.
these two.
Awesome. Okay. So try to install Google. Oh, you have Google Earth already.
Yeah.
Could you open that for me, please?
Hmm.
And then so you haven't okay, so go up to File and Open and go find those 2 files that you downloaded.
These two?
Yeah. Click on one and go back for the next time. So topography. Okay. So open that. And now please go back, do the same thing and go open the California geology. Come on. I don't see it.
It's not responding.
Try that again. Yeah.
I
Or is
might
it
have to.
spinning? Oh, it's still adding it in. It might take a minute because, oh, there it
Oh,
is.
there we
It
go.
showed up. Okay, cool. So why don't you zoom in to home, to San Francisco or wherever you are?
Uh, yeah, it's loading still, sort of.
Okay,
Whoa. Okay.
there you go. Okay, go ahead and zoom in. You're seeing that's that geologic map of California. So when you don't want to see all of those and you don't want to try to look at them all together, click, like uncheck one of those boxes. Yeah, go ahead and uncheck that.
Oh wow,
And
that's
then if
very slow.
you zoom in, you should see topography, like contour lines.
Yeah.
like way in. Let it catch up. It's gotta focus.
Yeah. Oh,
Cool.
there we go.
Okay.
Wow.
So now you have topography across all of California. Actually, it's across the whole US, I think, wherever you go, because it works on Mount Hood too.
Okay.
Now uncheck that layer, the topo, and just see, okay, so there's the satellite image just for normal Google Earth. Have you used Google Earth before?
To find places on the streets.
Just as like a map. Okay.
Yeah.
So good. We're going to use it in a different way. Okay, so go ahead and click on the geologic units of California. And then it might take a second because it's a big font.
Whoa.
Okay, great. Click on any of those colors. Click on one of those colors. It gives you a definition of what it is you're looking at.
Oh, wow.
So it defines the color. So everywhere you see that color, it should be a Mesozoic granite.
Okay.
I just wanted to point that out to you. Okay, right on. So now you're ready to do that first to do lab 5A. And it's pretty straightforward. It just mostly has you look around the interface with Google Earth and try some things so that you are ready to use it to learn geology.
Okay. Wow.
I know it's like I could look at these maps all day long.
Yeah. So many colors. Jeez.
Okay, so I just want to make sure you're cool to go with that one. You do the same thing with those 7 other layers.
Yeah.
You just need to add those in and then turn them on or check them off so that you can see what it is you're trying, the question you're trying to answer.
Mm-hmm.
You can also mess around with their transparency. Like if you click on that gradient bar go below, go down, left, up and left.
Up and left.
See the
Oh,
search?
God.
Yeah, that one. Click that one.
Adjust.
Now toggle that.
Oh.
So
Oh,
now
okay.
you can kind of see what's underneath to compare. So if you had the topography on there too, you would be able to see how the topography compares to the geologic units, for example. So you'd know which are the units that are forming the mountains.
It's very
Okay,
hard
so
to
that's
see.
one of the questions in Lab 5A is to simply find that transparency bar.
Okay, so it's basically just like checking if you know how to use it.
Yeah, basically. Okay. There's one other kind of tricky thing where you're getting a profile across a volcano in Oregon, Mount Hood. The instructions are clear enough, I think, that you can do it on your own. You seem to be able to navigate your way around this.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, just make sure that you turn the layers off as needed.
Yeah, for sure.
So that you can see what you need to say. Hi, Jim,
Yeah.
I see you there.
All right, well, thank you. I appreciate it very
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome.
Here, I'll stop sharing. All
Anything
right.
else we can talk about?
I think that's all.
Okay.
I think that's thank you.
You're
Have
welcome.
a good day. I appreciate it.
You too. Good luck with those labs.
Thank you.
Bye. Hi, Jim.
Hi. Hi, Professor. So I'm kind of confused with question 14 and 15 on lab 5A.
Okay. Let me open up that lab so that I can read it. 5A. Okay. Got it. 14 and 15. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. You want to share your screen so that we can look at the problem together?
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to share the Google Earth or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll keep I can see the lab separately.
I'm currently just working on the other one. Let me pull up mountain real quick.
You're working on 5B?
No, I'm working on like the
Relative
question
dating.
after 15.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, we can go to that next. I'm not seeing anything yet if you've shared. Oh, there it is. There. Sorry, my screen was covering it. I was expecting it to take over. Okay, good. You've got your profile line there.
Yeah.
And
And
cool.
I'm kind of confused. Is this line is like the 22.4 kilometers showing like the straight line distance, or it includes elevation?
That includes the elevation. So that's the distance as if you walked across that volcano. Like
Oh,
if you walk
so
that profile.
how am I supposed to find out like the straight line?
Go grab the ruler tool.
Is this the right one?
Yep. And then draw a line parallel to your the other profile line. Starting at the same position and ending at the same position. So click and I think you click and drag, or you click and then click again.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so what does that distance say?
Let me check.
Oh yeah, not centimeters. Put it in kilometers. It's got the wrong units there.
Oh shoot. Let me try this here.
Did you lose your line? Ah, there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And
Awesome.
should I just click OK?
Yeah. Oh, there's your length right there. Measurements.
But doesn't that also include the?
So compare your ruler length to the profile length. What does it say in the profile for the total length?
So should I click OK for now?
Sure, you can go back to it. Yeah. Okay,
And
so on the profile, it should actually give you the total distance for that profile. The pink profile, that is, or red.
so for both of them are red for now, but I
So
think
the profile that you've got there at the bottom of the screen across the
yeah.
volcano, it should list the length at the top there, or even at the bottom. Maybe both.
And I did the exactly same thing as for question 14. So I don't know if I did anything wrong for question 14. So is this the
Oh,
right
wait,
way
wait, wait.
to do
You're
it for
saying
question
you
14?
did this already?
No, yeah, like I already drew a line for question 14.
No, I understand. And
So now there are two lines,
exactly.
exactly the same.
Right. So the profile line, not the ruler length, but the profile line will give you one distance, and then the ruler length will give you another distance.
So how am I supposed to check the ruler distance?
Is it still there? Okay, right click on that. And then go to properties, or yeah.
Oh, and I just click measurement.
Yeah, so 12.8 miles, or you could use kilometers.
Oh, I see the difference.
20.5 kilometers. So what is your profile
Yeah, I
length?
see the difference.
Okay, good. And the ruler length is shorter, right?
Yeah, the ruler length around like 1.9 kilometers shorter.
Great. That's exactly what you're supposed to notice.
All right, I got it.
Good.
Yeah, that's
What else can
basically
we?
it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's basically it for my questions. I'm probably
Oh,
just like gonna finish it finish Lab 5A like today or tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But you're happy doing the rest on your own?
Yeah.
Okay, easy.
Oh yeah, by the way, Professor, like for week 6, I think we need to get the fossil examples, right?
Right. So what's your plan for that?
Um
Because you haven't
I
purchased anything, right?
yeah, not yet. I'm searching on that, but like I can't really type Japanese, so I'll probably like ask my parents to like see on like the Amazon Japan to see if they can help me
You mean
find anything.
you can't see an English Amazon page there?
I mean, yeah, I did see it, but takes it takes like $40 to ship, like for a thing
Oh,
that costs $15.
got
So
you, got
and it
you.
takes very long. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask my parents about that. Let me just
Okay.
stop sharing my screen.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, sure. Okay, so I'll bet that there's something in Japan.
Yeah.
And frankly, they can probably speak English if you were to just call up a store or go into a store.
Uh-huh.
If you were able to at least find someone who sells rocks and minerals, um, you could try calling.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll first search on Amazon to
sure,
let my
sure.
parents search on Amazon first
It
because it
doesn't,
comes the quickest.
yeah, it doesn't have to be an exact match. It
Uh-huh.
just needs to be kind of like an introductory rock and mineral set. And if you get something
Uh-huh.
like that, around 15 samples each, I can work
Mhm.
with you to create a slightly different lab if you're unable to get the exact thing.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah,
You're welcome.
thank you very much.
And the box is on the way, by the way, with
Uh-huh.
extra supplies.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.